Welcome. Good morning. Welcome to Tai Chi. Everybody ready? Let's warm up. Hands at your waist. Turn your neck. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Stretch your neck. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Turn your shoulders. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Other way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Expand your chest. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Waist exercise. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Airplane. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Touch toe. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And your hips. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Other way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10. Be careful. Shift your weight. Kick your foot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Shift your weight. Kick your butt. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Turn your knees. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Other way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Heisman, opening up our span, parallel feet. Choose one side, cross and sit on that side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Wave. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Short 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wave. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, practicing our good golden cockerel, good Tai Chi posture. Let's remember it together. First weave. Drop our shoulders. Tuck our butt. Hollow out our chest. Chin down. Head erect. Glance way ahead. Tongue on our palate. Concentrating on our center of gravity, 2 inches below our navel, called our Dante. Making sure that we have enough span, because there's going to be movement on a still position that we're going to start on. When we are a golden cockerel, we're going to shift to the left, think it through, using our front or right hand to center us and our left hand to the side of our thigh. Right now, we're at 50% right, 50% left. We're going to shift our weight using our arms, our mind, to come up as a golden cockerel on our left. Opening up even further. Center, pumping down our right hand, golden cockerel on our right. One more set. When we do our kickouts, we're at 50% on each side, gathering up that energy, shifting our weight to the left, crossing and coming up, counterbalancing as we kick out. Left foot, left hand up and out. One more set. When we hold our ball in the T stance, we check the size of our ball. Right hand at chest level, left hand 2 inches below our navel in our dantian area. We're rooted down with our energy on our right or back foot. Our stem of the capital letter T has no weight. It needs to move along with our left hand out into the side on an L stance. Here we go. Out into the side, bottom hand advances, move that energy, bow stance. Stretch out. Sit back all the way and sit down. Pivot. Hold your ball for better balance as you root down on a T stance. Out on an L stance, bottom hand advances, move that energy up and across, firm down, bow stance. Sit back all the way and sit down. Pivot. Root down, hold your ball on a T. Out with an L, bottom hand advances, left hand, left foot out. Bow stance. Stretch out. Sit back and sit down. Pivot. Hold your ball for better balance on a T stance. Out on an L stance, right. Move that energy from your back foot across your chest and waist. Low stance. Sit back all the way, sit down. Pivot. Okay, part of our warm-up now is to do the 10 form. Okay, but listening to what I say so that you can open your minds to learn something new or refine what you already know. Yang 10 form, commencing form. Slowly drain the weight off of your left foot as your heel comes up, on your sole, on your toe, off the ground, balance, open, toe, heel, arch. Hands rotate to the middle of your thighs as you take a deep breath in. Shoulder level, make yourself small. Tuck down your wrists and elbows as you drop your shoulders. Left hand to the center, right hand up higher as you open and look. Bringing it to your ear. Turning your face to meet both hands in the center. Should repulse the monkey. Center, up higher, glance at it. Bring it to your ear. Turn your face as both hands meet in the middle as you repulse the monkey. T stance, parallel and higher. Ear, heel, hand, turn the hips and waist. Bring the energy across as you brush your knee. Sit back and sit down. Pivot, parallel and higher on the T. Ear, heel, hand, turn the hips and waist as you brush your knee. Pivot, hold your ball in a T stance. We're going to come out on an L stance to part the wild horse's mane. Here it is. Sit back and sit down. Pivot, hold your ball on a T. Out on an L, bottom hand advances, low stance. Flip that hand and join it. Then sit back and sit down. Marble cup and stem. Out step, 9 o'clock, flip me, close your stance. Middler cup, 3 o'clock, flip open, middler cup. Use your hips and waists as you do cloud hands, middler cup, 1, 2 o'clock, flip me, close your stance. Middler cup, 9 o'clock, flip me, open your stance. Middler cup, 1, 2, 3 o'clock, flip me, shift your weight to the left as you come up to be a golden cup. And down, and up, and down, and cross, and out. Down, cross, up, and out. Holding our ball on a T stance, we're going to ward off, and yet cross the bird's tail. As you look back, sit back, turn and square then contact. Push. Go back. Push. Up and forward. Sit back. Twist. T and ball. L. Ward off. And Grasp the bird's tail. Pull down, pull back, look back, sit back. Turn, square, then contact. Push. Pull back. Sit down. Push up and out. Sit back. Twist, turn. Open, open. In. Off the ground. Tuck that right hand on the inside of your cross as you bring everything up. As you embrace the tiger. Rotate, push out. Separate. Drop your shoulders. Make yourself small. Wrap around. Heel up. Off the ground. Toe down. Closing form. Okay, let's push back and practice our Tai Chi walk. Okay? Push back towards the clock. Remembering how we're going to emphasize different elements in Tai Chi walk, using our whole body to make it possible. So we're going to put hands at our waist, have good Tai Chi posture, and we are pivoting out on our heel, walk in that direction. Shift our weight, L stance. Open that knee to rotate over the heel and down, full stance. Stretch out. Sit back and sit down. Pivot out, walk in the left direction. Heel, over the heel, root down. Sit back and sit down. Pivot out, walk in this direction. Heel, over the knee to rotate and push that energy across. Full stance. Sit back and sit down. Pivot out. Shift your weight. Heel. Energy up and across. Full stance. Sit back and sit down. Pivot out. Walk in that direction. L stance. Open the knees. O stance. Sit back and sit down. Pivot out, walk in the left direction with both hips there. Over the heel, bow and arrow. Sit back and sit down. Pivot out. Heel, open those knees. Down. Sit back, sit down. Out. Heel. Down. Sit back, sit down. Oh, good Tai Chi posture. We're doing Tai Chi walk. Out. Shift. L. Over the heel. Down. Sit back, sit down. Pivot out. Walk in that direction. Shift your weight. L. Open the knees or both the legs. Down. Sit back, sit down. Out. Heel. Open the knees. Down. Sit back, sit down. Pivot out. Shift weight. L stance. Rotate hips and waist. O stance. Sit back, sit down. Pivot out. Shift weight. L. Open the knees, rotate. O stance. Sit back, sit down. Pivot out. Walk in that direction. Heel. Rotate. O stance. Sit back, sit down. Pivot out. Shift weight. L. Open the knees, rotate. Stretch. One more. Sit back, sit down. Pivot out. Shift weight. Heel. Rotate. Down. Give me a good sit back. So sit back. That left knee is bent. It's holding all your weight. Can you just lift up your front foot so I know that you're weighted down? Very good. Very good. Okay. So turn around. All right. So we're on our journey. Everybody's doing their thing, which looks very good. When you practice, can you practice something a little bit more? This is the little bit more that I urge you to look towards or trying out. I'm in good Tai Chi posture, I pivot out. I walk in this direction. If I'm walking in this direction, both hips need to be in the right direction, in the right hand direction. If I pivot out on my left, both hips need to be in this direction to walk in the left direction. What I see in many of you is that only one hip goes in this direction. This hip is still centered. So you need to come out and walk two hips in the right hand direction. This would allow you on an L stance to then use the two hips and waist and your energy to then come across and come down. If you do not and you come here, this foot is weighted. If you turn nicely, this foot is not weighted, therefore it can come out here. But more than likely, if you only turn one hip, this foot still has weight. So the name of the game in Tai Chi is to be able to shift your weight. The weight or the foot that has weight and is rooted stabilizes you, whereas the weightless or insubstantial foot can then move cleanly. Once it's down here, it does not give you 50% of the weight. It gives you 10% or less, because the energy is still stored in here. If the energy is still stored in here, you need to move it to come down across and firm down on 50%. Do I make myself clear? It's not easy. Why isn't it easy? It's not easy because you're anticipating that this foot is going to be here. So therefore, you're telling yourself, I know she said this way, but I know I'm going to be here to be safe and get it correct. But it's actually wrong because you are not being able to walk in the right direction. This foot is, or this hip is making you go the other way. Okay, so if you understand what I'm saying, then you try to make your body work accordingly. Okay? Use your body in the best way that you know how. Make it work for you. Once you understand not just what I'm saying here, but apply it to all of Tai Chi, you will then be able to use that knowledge in a practical way so that we probably would not trip if we are firmly and rooted down. But once we have weight and we start to move, our body and mind doesn't know which way to go and we may stumble. Okay? All right. Any questions so far? Let's go into the 24 now. I want you to move forward and see how far we can go with some detailed instructions, okay? For right off, when I'm turning to the side, when we come up, remember the energy is stored on our two rooted feet. Therefore, it takes some effort to bring up that energy. So it's often an analogy is that it's as if you're drawing up water. Drawing up water? Is it easy to draw up water? No, it's rather difficult. So think that through as you draw up your water. And how do we do it? Do we just use the grip of the water to bring it up? Do we just pull it up this way? No, we use everything about us, and mainly our core muscles, mainly the core. So we should feel those muscles being engaged. Now, once we're at shoulder level, we have to push down that as we exhale. And we're then flexing our knees and making ourselves small. And at the same time, you should feel rooted. What do I mean by rooted? You should feel that you're sinking into your roots. Okay? So those are two, if not more, little elements that I want you to feel the sensation for. And when we come down, it's down like this, okay, rather than down like this. Drop shoulders, drop elbows, drop wrists, and sink to your shoes, okay? Here we go. Tai Chi posture. Thinking through what we're going to do. Commencing form. Shift your weight to the right. Heel comes up. On our arch. On our sole. On our toe. Open. Toe. Sole. Arch. Heel. Hands rotate. Up as you take a deep breath in and draw up that water. Shoulder level. Drop your elbows, wrists, shoulders. Make yourself small. Left hand rounds out to the bottom, 2 inches below your dantian. Right hand to the top on a T stance. You're going to part the wild horse's mane. Out on an L stance, bottom hand advances. Turn the hips and waist. Full stance, stretch out. Sit back and sit down. Pivot out. Hold your ball for better balance. Heel out, bottom hand advances. Part the wild horse's mane. 2. Sit back and sit down. Pivot out. Hold your ball for better balance. L stance, bottom hand advances. Final, part the wild horse's mane. So let's ask ourselves, is our right hand holding the top of a ball to the side of our hip? Is our left hand, is it high enough so that we can see our fingertips at eye level? Is our bowl in the front, the knee not beyond your toes? Is your arrow straight? Are you in good Tai Chi posture, not favoring the back, not favoring the front? Take a half step. Half step doesn't mean just a small step. It means a half a step on your toe as you hold your ball. At the same time for better balance. The weight now is on your front foot, which is very unusual. Therefore, we're going to have to spin the ball to the left as we sit back on our back foot. Draw up our right hand, left hand to the side, left foot up. Put it down on its toe as we salute or white crane, where the baby finger of your right top hand slices through an imaginary line to your left edge shoulder. So can I get you to put it above your forehead with the baby finger? You're going to draw an imaginary line. See if it will slice through the edge of your shoulder. Come back towards your left. Slice it through. Come back up. Now we're going to drop our foot as we drop our weight to our right foot. Bisect coming towards the 2 inches below your navel. Up as if you're going to brush your knees. So one hand has a paralleler and the other one has the up higher. You're glancing at it. You're stepping out on an L stance as you put your hand to your ear, hand down, multitask as you brush your knee. Fingertips to be seen. Sit back and sit down. Pivot out. Parallel and higher on a T up. Ear, heel hand, brush your knee. 2. Sit back and sit down. Final brush knee. Out, parallel and higher on a T. Shift that weight. L, ear, heel, hand. Turn the hips and weights. Brush knee. 3. Another half step on our toe. As if you're having a steering wheel in the front, you're going to rotate it towards the right as you rock to your toe of your left foot. Set it down on its heel as you play your peepaw or lute. Weight on the back. Okay, I'm going ahead and then I'll come back to refining. Okay, I'm going to do one more. Center the front hand. Firm down the left foot. Open, glance at your back hand that's higher. We're setting ourselves up for repulsing of the monkey. Be careful, you'll be fine. You're going to multitask. As you bring your back hand to your ear, you're lifting your left foot up and down to its toe, to its heel, bringing both hands to the middle as you repulse the monkey. Okay, you'll catch on with the next 3. Center, higher, look at it, bring your foot up, bring it to the back on its toe, put it on its heel, meet both hands in the middle as you pivot, and slide back and slide forward. Center, up higher, glance, lift, ear, toe, heel, pivot to the middle as you repulse 3. Center, higher, look at it, up, ear, toe, heel, repulse 4. Just to get you acquainted, we now hold our ball on a T stance. Okay? Now, that was a lot. So I'm going to show you what we just did. For those of you who already know, there's something there that's going to be new to you. So watch carefully here. So if you can't see, you can move. So I'm here playing my lute on my back foot. This is a good posture for me. We're getting into repulsing of the monkey. My weight is on the back, I'm rooted down. I drop my front foot, I move my hands into position. Okay, are you watching? My front hand is centering my body. My back hand, I'm glancing at it. What do I mean by glance? I mean in this position rather than looking where my neck is actually turned. All I'm doing is turning it slightly and seeing that my hand is up high. I lift my front foot. I bring this to my ear. So this motion here is important because it's a safety measure. And how can I say it? It's safe once you understand the movement. But if it's new to you, you're going to say, well, it's not safe. But what are we doing? We're balancing. We can't hold the ball, but this is how we can better balance. Up, up, counter, counter, right? Right hand, left foot, but both doing a similar move. Allowing me to come to my ear. Allowing me to come to my ear. Then I put my toe out. And then I put my heel down. I turn on my ball of my foot. I pivot, and I push and I pull. Watch again so I can get every element in, and so can you. I glance, I lift, I put my toe down, I bring it to the heel, pivot on the ball of my foot as I meet in the middle, slide forward and slide back. Watch for something new. Up higher, weight on the back is the whole answer and key. Lift, toe, heel, pivot on the ball of my foot as I meet in the middle, as I repulse 3. To repulse the monkey, this foot needs to come on an angle because once you put your foot firmly down, you should be in L stance. So to do it incorrectly, which is very common, people will lift and they'll come back here. This is not safe and it's a misalignment. Okay, yeah, that's easy to do, and when you understand why you don't do it, you'll feel better about it because you'll have better balance. The complexity comes when, yes, you figure the foot movement out, but alongside of that, you also, now we're going to do repulsing of the monkey. What's the transition movement before we get into repulsing the monkey? You think about it and do it. I thought about it and I did it. Okay, so you need to stimulate your mind. We're playing our lute, setting us up for repulsing of the monkey. Drop your front foot, center your front hand, open to the ceiling, look at it, lift, ear, toe, heel. Pivot on the ball of your foot, meet in the center, repulse of the monkey. Center, higher, weight on the back, lift, ear, toe out, heel, you have that L. Pivot on the ball of your feet as you meet in the center, repulse 2. Center, higher glance, lift up, ear and toe, heel, repulse, 3. I think so. Several things are going on. When we talked about playing the lute, they started setting me up. We don't play the lute this way. We have 1 on a line, 1 45, and we're sitting back on a back foot. Okay? Now, when we center our front hand, we firm down our front foot. We glance at the back that's higher. We know we need to put the weight on our back foot, which is sometimes not easy to do. As we lift and raise, our hand comes to our ear and our toe comes down, out on an angle and down, because once you press down on that heel, it should have an L stance. Then you're going to rotate or pivot the front foot on the ball. You have a ball on your foot and you have a heel. We don't want to use your heel this time. You want to pivot on the ball of your foot as you meet both hands in the middle to then slide back and push forward. So you're stretched out like this as if it were a reverse Tai Chi walk. Center, up higher, look at it, lift up, weight on the back, bring it to your ear and your toe, then your heel. What do we do with the front foot? We pivot on the ball of our foot, meet in the middle, and then slide back. Okay? This time I'll do it with you. It's correct. We're playing our lute. Put your left foot on a line, on a straight line. Put your right foot on the opposite line. Drag your right foot back, 45 degrees, the right foot. Okay, and you can move that, push it up. You can smaller or lessen your span because you're going to be weighted on your back foot playing your lute. How do you play your lute? You play your lute not with straight fingers and straight hands parallel. You curve your hand, curve your fingers, and your right hand should be in line with the bend of your left elbow, tucked in rather than parallel, tucked in softly. Okay? And your weight is on the back foot or your right foot. Playing your lute so you're sitting down on an imaginary stool. Drop your front foot, you center your front hand, you glance at the back hand that's higher, you open, you lift because your weight is on the back and bring it to your ear, set out your toe, put your heel down, and you know that it's an L stance. You pivot on the ball of your foot as you meet both hands in the middle. Then you slide back, push forward. Look at where my left hand is. It's sitting to the side of my thigh as if it were holding the bottom of the ball, whereas the front hand centers my body as if it were catching a ball that's coming to me. My weight is on my back. I center and I up higher and I open. Weight on the back as it always was. I lift up and out to my ear, toe, heel. Pivot on the ball of my foot as I meet in the middle. Slide back, slide forward. Center, higher, weight on the back as it is already. Lift, ear, toe, heel. Pivot to the middle on the ball of your foot. Slide back, slide forward. One more. Center, higher, look, up, ear and toe. Heel, pivot on the ball, slide. What I'm trying to do now is trying to set you up so that we don't have to pivot our right foot to get into a grasping of the broomstick. Okay, and I forgot to say it, that's okay. But I'm calling attention to it now because that is one of the new items that I want to reteach, okay? So can you watch and see what you can learn by seeing someone demonstrate, okay? And I'm sorry that it can only go one way, but I'm gonna choose this way, which is a little harder to see. Okay, I'm playing my lute. Weight on the back. I firm down and drop. I center. My glance is higher. Open. I lift. Okay, watch this footing on my front foot. If I do it correctly, I should have no problem getting into my repulsive monkey. I won't have that extra pivot your right foot, which is sometimes awkward to do. Okay? So that's how repulsing the monkey is. It's one of the harder ones. So to repulse the monkey in Yang 24, we start with a transitional movement called playing the lute. To play the lute correctly, I would suggest you putting 2 feet on a line, dragging your right foot back and 45-degreeing it. Depending on your stature, you decide what is comfortable for the span in which you're taking. Then you position your hands. Okay, and we know that when we play our lute, our energy is stored on our back or right foot, whereas our front foot is just down on its heel, and the weight is on the back. When you play your lute, the hands are not parallel, they're soft, fingers are soft, the right hand dips towards the left elbow, crux in the left elbow. We are playing our lute or our pipa. When we repulse the monkey, we drop our front foot as we center our front hand and we lift up our right hand higher, opening it to the ceiling. We're glancing at it. Weight is all on the back. We lift, bring it to our ear and our toe, our heel, pivot on the ball of our foot as we meet in the middle, slide forward, slide back as we repulse the monkey. We center, we look up higher, meet in the back. We lift, ear, toe, heel, pivot on the ball of your front foot as you meet in the middle. Slide forward, slide back. We center, we glance at our backhand that's higher. We lift, ear, toe, heel. Pivot on the ball of our foot. Slide forward, slide back. We center, we lift, ear, toe, heel. Pivot to the ball of our foot. Slide forward, slide back. Setting up our right foot to grasp the bird still. Traditional music. So we,
like Lucille was saying, we use core muscles. That's the important thing. One of the important things. And the core muscles are thighs, hip muscles, torso muscles, back muscles, shoulder girdle muscles, and the rest below the knees and the hands and sort of peripheral. Okay, so everything starts from central. Okay, for instance, if you're going to just commencing form, like you say, out, down, up. But the up is not just here. It's, if you're going to lift the bucket, most of us will lift with underneath here. And how high we take it is here. So when you're doing your commencing form, you're basically pushing from the back. And the energy, you can sort of feel it come down to the arms, the forearms, and the hands and fingers. And then You drop your shoulders, you drop the elbows, and everybody goes back to the center again. So that's one center. Another one is when we do parting of the horse's mane. You're in this position, you step out. Here, you could just say hand. But the use of this maneuver is not necessarily your hand. It's you're going to get underneath the individual's shoulder and you're going to shove him sideways as you pull him. So going with this is not going to do it. So you're here and your power is coming from here and your shoulder is coming forward, but the twist of the body. And at the same time, you're letting this hand come up. Okay? So just trying to think about core muscle origin. All of this stuff is that. And to put it together, there's centering. Okay, we have dantian, etc. Everything comes back to the center and goes back out. Yeah? Yeah? I think, like I was, Tommy was alluding to how far back and how much can you stretch yourself. Now, that's an individual call and it depends upon your body strength and coordination. But basically, if we're out here, we'll start here. Okay, we're starting here, foot down, hand comes out. When you're in this position, what's happening? Two hands are very equal, very symmetrical, and everything's going down toward the middle. If you just sit there on your back leg and you remember your dantian here. But when you come up, it becomes unstable. If you stay up here, you could do that maybe because what? Arms and legs are hanging out. But you want to get this up here. So if you want to get this up here, you bring your leg here. And then now you're in a central position. Then when you're going back out, center. Okay, the symmetry. Your extremities work with each other. Leg balance arms, arms balance arms, that sort of stuff. And then you come back. When you're finished, center. Okay. Center, get yourself back up. Center. Okay. And the ball is the same way. This is a centered position. Substantial, dantian, everybody's up front. When we go out, this hand comes and this hand comes. Central, out.
Yang 24. The Tai Chi posture, commencing form. Open, rotate, up, down, hold your ball, part the wild horse's mane. Sit back, out, hold your ball, part the wild horse's mane, 2. Sit back, sit down, out, part the wild horse's mane, 3. Half step, hold your ball, spin to the left, sit back, drop the right hand, white crane. Bisect, look back, brush your knee. Sit back, brush knee, 2. Sit back, brush knee, 3. Half step, play your lute. Pulsing of the monkey. One, center up, repulse of the monkey. 2, center up, repulse of the monkey. 3, final, center up, position that foot, final repulsing of the monkey. Hold your ball in a T stance. Grasp the bird's tail. Sit back. Sit back. Grasp the bird's tail on the right. Sit back, sit down. Push up and forward. Sit back, twist, cup, T, cup, hook, single whip. Out hands. 1, 2, close, middle, open, 3, close, middle, T, hook, out, single whip. Half step, sit back, iPad on the horse. Cross, open, step out. Right hand, right foot up. And kick out. And in and down as we double punch. Sit back, pivot, turn to the claw. Left hand, left foot up. Kick out with your left. Hook, down, serpent in the grass. Set, shift weight up, golden cockerel. Down, pivot, serpent, split, down, set, shift weight up, golden cockerel. Extend the knee, ball, out, rotate, maiden on her right. Sit back, out, ball, heel, turn, maiden on her left. Half step to the back, set up your right hand. Needle to the bottom of the C. Up. Flash your arms like a fan. Sit back, pivot, deflect, and carry and punch. And strip and roll back. Sit back, up and forward. Carrot closing, sit back, twist, open, in, embrace the tiger. Up, rotate, out, make yourself small. As you close your form, okay, good job. See you next time. Thank you.